Despite the name, Pokemon Trading Card Game Live doesn't actually include trading. Instead, it has a credit system which you use to craft specific cards. In order to get those credits, you need to open a 5th copy of a card you already own, either by buying packs using the in-game currency or redeeming code cards you get inside physical packs. Because of this shift to a credit system in Live, I believe the entire Pokemon code market is going to crash. On PTCGO, the value of a new set on day 1 is hyperinflated by 3 to 4 times that of the previous set, and the cards inside cost wild amounts of packs on the trade market. Even a barely decent V will run you a few packs, while the best cards in the set will go upwards of 50 packs. And with each code costing anywhere from 75 cents to $1 at launch, getting just one copy of a desirable card is expensive. Sure, you could buy yourself hundreds of packs and hope RNG blesses you, but it's an imperfect system. As someone who played PTCGO since the game had microtransactions, I've been a part of numerous set launches. And I gotta tell you, the best part about TCG Live, and also the only good thing, is the crafting. Both Astro Radiance and Pokemon Go were the smoothest set launches I'd ever experienced. That's because every card of every rarity in Live costs the same. It doesn't matter if it's a useless V-Star like Typhlosion or a great V-Star like Palkia, they both cost 1,025 credits each. So why is the code market going to crash? Because when it comes to Live, all sets are not created equal. On PTCGO, a set like Fusion Strike is worth more than Celebrations because Fusion Strike has more high-value cards. But on TCG Live, Celebrations is worth its weight in gold, while Fusion Strike is the worst set to open because of how many cards are in there. To simplify things, assuming you own every card from both sets, the minimum number of credits you can get from a Celebrations pack is 425, while the minimum from Fusion Strike is 150. That's because Celebrations only has holo rare or better cards inside, so each card in Celebrations is going to earn you at least 100 credits, again provided you already have 4 copies of it. Fusion Strike meanwhile has no such guarantees. Because the set is so massive, the odds of an average player getting a copy of a card they already own 4 of is far lower because Fusion Strike has 264 cards, but Celebrations only has 25 cards in the main set. To sum up, the smaller the set, the better it is to open on Live, while the bigger the set, the worse it is to open on Live. And as I covered in my previous video about credits and packs, Celebrations is the only set you should be opening. While that means the price of Celebration code cards has gone up since the beginning of the year, it also means the value of every other set in existence plummets because your chances of earning credits dwindle. Next, let's move to new sets. As I mentioned previously, a new set code will run you upwards of $1 each depending on where you live. That's because it becomes a feeding frenzy and a seller's market on PTCGO on day 1. But if everyone redeems 400 packs of Celebrations on Live, they're going to have around a minimum of 150,000 credits, yet only need to use about 30 to 40,000 to craft all the meaningful cards from that new set. So suddenly, no one's going to buy codes from the new sets because it's just not worth it. That's the first reason why I think the code market is going to crash. The second is that older codes have essentially no value on Live, since you can just craft the handful of good cards from that set without having to trade a bajillion packs like you do on PTCGO. Let's use the Secret Rare Gold Ultra Ball from Plasma Freeze as an example. On PTCGO, it will run you well over 100 packs of the newest set to buy. On TCG Live, it's 2,000 credits. That's it. That's the same price as a gold Big Parasol, which is only worth 2 or 3 packs, and you only need to open 5 packs of Celebrations to afford the Ultra Ball. Suddenly, Plasma Freeze becomes useless because the card that inflated the pack price can be crafted by anyone with 2,000 credits. I checked a couple of code sites, and although it's sold out everywhere, Plasma Freeze was going for about $2.50 each. On TCG Live, the set is effectively worth nothing because nobody's going to be spending that much on a black and white code in the off chance they get a super valuable card. Especially not when a Celebrations code right now is only 15 cents each. Realistically, there's only a few playable cards from each expanded set. Because of the nature of TCG Live, there's no reason to buy old code cards when you can just craft it for no more than 2,000 credits for the highest rarity of the rarest card. And when you're almost guaranteed to get 2,000 credits from 5 Celebrations packs, it just makes no sense to buy anything except Celebrations, which I believe will also lead to the market crashing. I've rambled long enough and probably confused more than a few of you. Basically, if you're hoarding a bunch of codes that aren't Celebrations, sell them while you can. or redeem them in PTCGO to help boost the number of crystals you earn before the forced migration to TCG Live happens. And if you can get your hands on a few hundred celebrations codes, do it now while the prices are low, because they will definitely go up when Live comes out. Or the Pokemon Company will just cancel TCG Live and all this doom and gloom will have been for nothing. Anyways, how do you think TCG Live will affect the code market? Sound off below. And if you want more tips and tricks for boosting your Live account, check out the playlist on screen and in the description.